Hello, this is Zuri Joseph with BuzzFeed News on my latest article. Thank you for your hypocrisy. Big, voluptuous booties, thick, plump, juicy lips, voluminous, gravity-defying hair, but on brown, golden, ray-absorbing skin. Society seems to uplift and crave black features, but only on other ethnicities. White Twitter loves to exclaim, hashtag white girls winning, when they finally see a white girl with an actual upper lip, or a butt that isn't pancake flat. But where was my hashtag when I, along with my black sisters, have been rocking our natural features since we were born? Why was I made fun of my big lips growing up? Or why was I asked, why is your butt so big? As a child, while the Kardashians are seen as beauty symbols for injecting those same lips and butts to resemble black bodies. Why were Zendaya Coleman's dreadlocks seen as dirty and smelling of weed, while Kylie Jenner's were boho and chic? Why must society continue to show blatant hypocrisy towards black women? One rotten egg in the devil's food cake mix of racism is the part that social media plays in our lives. Through social media, it's extremely easy for something to go viral. And one example was in the Kylie Jenner lip challenge. This viral lip challenge was essentially the infamous Jenner showing her secrets for acquiring thick lips, sucking on a shot glass for a few seconds, then applying lipstick over the puffy lips. This trend meant that every day, white children and teenagers were showing up to school the next day with bruised circles around their swollen and mutilated lips due to excessive suction in a non-shot glass container. The stupidity hadn't worn off there, unfortunately. Now, having big lips was seen as having Kylie Jenner lips, according to PopSugar.com, which inspired numerous makeup tutorials in its wake, like How to Get Kylie Jenner Lips by Faruda Kai and How to Fake Big Lips by popular YouTuber Desi Perkins. Some random person has even had the nerve to ask me, a black person, a black woman, OMG, how did you get those Kylie Jenner lips? I also think the worst thing about being a black girl in today's society is the despicable obsession with tanning. For example, Californians will spend money on orange spray tans, pay to be deep fried in a tanning bed weekly, or invest in tanning lotion to develop skin cancer in the sun just to maintain that sunny Californian glow. In my childhood dance classes, being the only black girl in my hip-hop classes were almost intolerable near competition and performance time when the white dancers would flock to the store to purchase spray tans not to look washed out on stage. Showing up to dance practice a full 4,100,000,000 shades darker than the previous day. America has this twisted obsession with tanning, yet pale, white skin is referred to as fair skin. My beautiful, radiant, sought-out skin qualifies as unfair because I'm not white, and still the wannabe tan people seem to have better, more attractive skin than us. How is that fair? Besides skin, one double standard that I will never, ever, ever be able to understand is the treatment of black hair on black people versus the treatment of black hair on non-black people. First of all, I have something called 4C hair, which means my afro has the tightest coils, resembling a big poof. I was teased mercilessly for my hair in elementary school. The little white children could not understand how my hair stood up like that, or why my hair was so thick, and 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 this is still a problem today, that black hair is not taken seriously in the professional world, as afros and dreadlocks are usually not accepted in the workplace. So it sickens me to see the acceptance of black hair on non-black people compared to the rejection on black people. Black people invented protective hairstyles, which are any type of braids, to maintain our thick, curly hair. Yet, white people constantly appropriate black culture by hopping onto our trends and trying to improve them. Newsflash, this is my culture, my identity as a braided Haitian American, not something that requires the acceptance and improvement from a white touch. Justin Bieber can sport dreadlocks coolly, while a black man can ruin a job interview without even saying a word by having dreads. White people hair cannot shed naturally, so white people must resort to unclean methods such as not washing their hair or not combing their hair to become locks, which results in the misconception of my Caribbean culture having unclean hair. In reality, dreadlocks done correctly on a black person do require washing and combing, which white people have yet to grasp. These kinds of misconceptions are what are so dangerous and problematic about stealing black culture. White people need to understand that my culture is my identity as a Haitian American, my identity as a black woman, my identity as Zuri Joseph. White people need to stop being so hypocritical towards my culture and understand that culture is not something there for them to yank or to improve on. So I don't want their fake lips and fake butts and fake tans and my hair and Kim Kardashian cannot steal traditional African Ghana braids, call them boxer braids on Instagram. And Kendall Jenner cannot literally put 4 braids in her hair and allow Marie Claire, a fashion site, to say she's taking, someone else's culture. She's taking braids to a whole new level. But thanks to cultural appropriation, they can. In the words of Erica Mena from Love and Hip Hop, I am disgusted. Don't even get me started on Katy Perry's latest music video, This Is How We Do, filled with all the beautiful stereotypes called watermelon, fried chicken, Ghana braids, and black people. Love it. Racism, 10 out of 10. Lastly, one of the most comedic hypocrisies is in white and black names. White, Busy Phillips named her daughter Cricket. White, Holly Madison named her daughter Rainbow Aurora. White, Jamie Oliver named his 4 children Poppy Honey Rosie, Buddy Bear, Daisy Boo, and Petal Blossom Rainbow, with plenty of love at their cute names. And yet, Beyonce's black daughter, Blue Ivy, constantly receives harsh criticism for her name, on top of people bashing her 4C hair. On the topic of uncommon names, white plus Maple Sylvie type names, yes, Jason Bateman's daughter is named Maple Sylvie. Those kind of names are usually referred to as unique and beautiful, while Black and Rashida or Shaniqua type names become the punchline of a ghetto joke. We should be accepting of all names, unique or not. Black names usually have a meaning. My name, Zuri, means beautiful in Swahili, the language of Africa. My middle name, Makeba, is the name of an African singer and exiled activist whom my mom dearly loves, Miriam Makeba. Senghor, my elder brother, was proudly named after one of Africa's presidents, Leopold Sedar Senghor. Our parents told us the story behind our names constantly as children to remind us about our legacy within our names and to ensure that we always brought our best and not to dishonor our names. My cousin Rashida's name is a blend of two important black names, which is usually the case for those ghetto-sounding names like Lakeisha or Latoya. Any names, any ethnicity can be beautiful and unique, but the double standard that uncommon, non-whitewashed black names are seen as ghetto or unpronounceable. Those are the substitute best jokes. While the generic white name is our norm, and those uncommon white names can be, wow, so unique. Hopefully my article was an eye-opener to the many mass injustices that black people face. Even though it's 2016 and people love to boast about our progress since the 50s, the truth is we as a society are not there yet. They're referring to an unprejudiced and non-appropriating society. There's a term in AAVE, or African American Vernacular English, called becoming woke. This waking up refers to the understanding that a black person has about themselves and the prejudice that manages to affect their lives. My awakening came with the harsh slap after years of wondering why I was the only black girl in my dance, theater, or anything classes after me, my dad, and my white friend were actually stopped by police while driving from my house to hers. The police proceeded to ask my white friend if she was okay and needed to contact someone, completely forgetting about the other trembling black girl clearly present in the car. It was extremely humiliating for me and my dad, since the implications were that black people were untrustworthy and that he cared for my white friend's safety more than mine. I was 9 years old, and that was so unfair. After reflecting on that moment, I began to notice small injustices in my life and in my brother's life, a tall, dark-skinned black man, and in my mom's life, a black engineer at Corona's NAVSEA base. In every single black life. It may be 2016, but we're so far from Martin Luther King Jr.'s promised land. So, Becky, please don't ask to touch my poofy hair. I'll ask to pet yours like a dog too. Leave me alone and keep your hypocrisy to yourself. Zuri out. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh. Prepare for battle. Oh my god. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh. 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 I don't want to do this. I don't want to. procrastinate. Ah! Ouch. Ah, whatever. This is a massaging backrest from Steinmart.